So there's my Airbnb I showed you yesterday's video, and then we just walk a little bit down to the river, to the nice river. Every human being likes a nice river, but it's starting to look like, is it a river or a freaking trash yard? What's going on? It's not that clean. What is going on? It smells like piss and shit and some other things that I don't wanna smell at all. What is going on? There's a fucking high heel shoe over here. This is not the river that I imagined when I imagined nice pristine river in tropical Nicaragua. Oh no! What have they done? Oh, they still got a fish there. Like this fish, they good eating. You could eat these fish raw. Although they look like tadpoles or tadpoles. The things that become frogs. Maybe they are those. There's a bunch of them. Anyway, welcome to the worst side of Nicaragua. This is it. And this is probably not even the worst it can get. Nice tiny whinies. Yeah, and this is going straight to the Lake Nicaragua, the beach I'm going right now. I ain't swimming in that shit, but the locals do. They are in the water for hours and they don't really mind. And they seem to be doing like pretty well. But it's not really after you see this, and this is really close to the lake, like 1 kilometer to the lake, and I saw it where the river and the lake meet. It's just like this. And all the rivers here that go to the lake are like this. They smell like garbage, obviously. They look like this. So yeah. And the wind is always blowing to this beach. So this must be the most polluted side of Lake Nicaragua. But the locals do love it there. But after the pristine Caribbean beaches, you see this? Although this is a big problem in all of Nicaragua. When I came from Costa Rica, and Costa Rica is doing pretty good job with the garbage and the trash. Like they are really cleaning up the places. Like some of the cities are a little bit trashy, but the nature is pretty freaking pristine. Wherever I went to, I didn't see any of this shit. But here, it's pretty common practice, and this is the shortcut. We're gonna do the shortcut. This is how you go to the beach or Granada. Oh, the water is kinda high now. We go like this, and then this, because we don't wanna step in there with the tadpoles. And then we go this, and then we in the trash yard. But in the Corn Islands, they also got this, like the Great Corn Island, they had this big freaking trash area in the middle of the island, and that was kinda sucky. But other than that, the Corn Islands were pretty good. Ometepe was pretty good, but like I said, when I came from Costa Rica with the bus, and you cross the border, straight away you can start to see trash. Like, look at this shit. Now the people are coming. Look at this shit. And it's like this in many places. Now the city center of Granada is pretty clean, although it smells like shit and piss somewhere. The beach here, maybe we continue the video at the beach, because I don't know how the locals feel, gringo like myself filming their trash yard over here, their backyards. But these guys living like a filthy animals. Here is where the river starts to meet Lake Nicaragua. I mean, this water don't look like the water I wanna be swimming at. It looks like diarrhea I had in Ometepe. And this one German guy, I was staying at his Airbnb at Ometepe. His reasoning behind this mess was that plastic came to Nicaragua only at like late 80s, early 90s. And until then, everything was stored in banana leaves. Everything was compostable, like paper, banana leaves, just fruit peels, whatever. Like when you throw it in the ground, the nature just reabsorbs it. So that's why when the change happened to plastic, nobody had the idea what to do with this plastic stuff. They just used to throwing shit on the ground, and they just kept doing it with the man-made bullshit plastics. But I mean, you don't have to be a genius to understand. Look at these cows. You can go get some raw milk from these bad boys. Well, you don't have to be a genius to understand that maybe it's not very cool to live in your own field. But I guess there is a certain intelligent threshold you gotta have to figure out. Look at this. This calf was probably born yesterday. It's still kinda wet. These cows kinda live in the trash as well. Like you can see, they're just a bunch of freaking trash everywhere. Kinda ruining the motherfucking vibe of this beautiful nature. Like a bunch of trash. But like I was saying, you don't have to be a freaking genius to figure out that maybe it's not the best idea to throw this shit on the ground. Like create some kind of system like most of the countries where you can actually recycle this shit. And maybe we should go back like it was before. It seemed to work pretty well, at least with some of the modern technologies. Maybe at some points in the dark ages it was kinda even worse, or at least pretty bad. But yeah, this is really the worst part of Nicaragua. And when you walk like in the GRANADA, you just see people coming out of their houses and just throwing these bottles and this trash on the streets. Like, who the fuck cares? I like living on my field. Look at these. But like you can see, people still fish here. Oh, that's a baby horse as well. People still live here. There you go swimming there. Look at that, you can see Conception, Ometepe right there. It's still pretty beautiful, but it is kinda shame, to be honest. It is kinda a big shame. Nicaragua, fix this shit right now. Let me be your leader. These people already treat me like a rock star. We'll figure this shit out with the Finnish engineering skills. Like, it's not that hard to figure this shit out. Anyway, like, it's just trash, but people don't give a shit. The horses don't give a shit either. This could be so beautiful place. You can see Conception, you can see Mombache, and you can see bunch of freaking trash. I mean, some countries are probably way worse even because of the population density. Like India or some of those southeastern Asian countries. What's up, guys? Nicaragua! Oh, yeah. Sí. Finlandia. Oh, like you can see, people are very nice and they wanna interact with you. And like you can see, the nature is fucking amazing here. but it was even more amazing in Costa Rica, because in Costa Rica they were not trashing everything. It's funny how you can just cross this man-made border and everything fucking changes for the worst in this case. Anyway, I like how these animals are just chilling here. What up, boy? Anyway, that's the worst side of Nicaragua I've seen this far. I mean, people are not that poor because you see a lot of fat people here. So they cannot be that poor, even though they are poor in some standards. But that might be a good thing also, because having a lot of dollar bills does not mean anything. Calm down, buddy. Oh, they're starting to fight here. Whoa, it's a horse fight. Wow. Well, yeah. I ain't going swimming there. But I still... Oh, that guy did a backflip on the water, almost. He landed on his neck, but that was cool. I'm still gonna enjoy the beach. I would like to go to swim. I like swimming. But yeah, the water is not looking very nice. So fix this shit, Nicaragua, and subscribe for more science. The best science. See you later. Horsey gators.